So we will start with Algebra, Unit 3, firstly with the polynomials. Inside polynomials, it's algebra, it is divided into two terms. Here we start with class 9, chapter 7, polynomials. Polynomials in one variable. It's given in the textbook. Polynomial in one variable. It deals with an expression with only a single variable. Variable kan chau kan turangaya. Example of expression kan tiang. Int one variable. Or polynomial int one variable. So example, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. Here it is divided into two terms. We can take here known as variable term, and we can take this one known as constant terms. So variable term and tinas hanso variable ka allow telwang in term khata. Inside one term there is a variable, so we call it variable term. And in a term where there is no variable and itello chuan malin number malte ni ton taila constant term, we say it constant term in galoti in santane chuan alepega. Next, terms of polynomial intinge ni the coefficient of polynomial intinge kan tiang tahian. Example number 1, tiang example number 2. Coefficient of x squared is 2. We can circle this one and bring here. So coefficients again, coefficient of x is minus 5, negative term. There is a negative term, okay? So that is just a hint for the polynomial. Some based on textbooks or not based on textbooks. According to algebra, it is known as the backbone of mathematics. And when we go with the algebra, firstly we deal with polynomials, and here are what, just to go ahead again, expressions in one variable or a polynomial in one variable. Let us take one example, x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. The terms, three terms where there is a variable, we mention them as a variable term, and the terms where there is no variable, okay, we mention as constant term. And when we plot out the coefficients of any term, let us example number 2, coefficient of x squared is 2. That means the multiplicable except 2 x squared before x squared. There is a multiply sign. So next, when we take with x term, the third term, that is minus 5x. The coefficient of this variable x should be minus 5. Okay. When we deal with a constant. We have the powers here and explain. Power cube, power square, power, there is no number, it is mentioned as 1 power. And when we go with the constant term, there is no power or degree when we say mentioned for the constant term. So its power is 0. So every constant term here degree is 0. Okay? And when we go with any constant term, its power is 0 or the degree is 0. Anyway, let us skip to the degree of polynomial. What is the degree of any polynomial? When I go with a polynomial deeply a bit, okay, I can make some importance. Degree of a polynomial. Get one example. 7x power 5 minus x power 4 plus 4x cube minus 8x plus 1. So the number is arranged in ascending order, or what we say, the standard form of arranging a polynomial. What is the biggest power? What is the biggest power here? What is the power here? Power is 0, 1, keep on going, 3, or what we say cube. And here we say it x to the power 4. And here 7x to the power 5. So the degree of a polynomial is, we can say here, degree of a polynomial is the highest degree in and expressions. Therefore, let us put this one. The degree is 5. That means this is the power I can circle. This is the power, so the degree is 5. Okay, when we go to the next point, that we finish about the degree of polynomials, then I will skip to another point. That is expression with one term, or a polynomial with one term is, or one degree, or we can say a polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Example, 4x plus, example 1, we can use example 1, 4x plus 5. Power 1, here we can set as linear. Okay? Linear polynomial in short form. Then example 2, 5x squared minus 2x minus 7. Here we can say as, this one we got a power square, is the highest power. The degree is 1, okay? And here the degree is square. So the highest power, we call it quadratic. Quadratic polynomial. Okay? Then we can take to another example 3. Okay, then x cube minus 7x square plus 3x minus 1. Here we call as cubic polynomial. Okay, then how we say as a linear, because the power is 1. And why we say quadratic, the power is square. And why we take as cubic polynomial, the power is cube. The highest degree of polynomial is mentioned according to the names. Write it. And then when we go with only one term, we call a monomial. When we go with 2 terms, we call binomial. This is another example about definitions. 1 monomial, which means having only one term. Then number 2, binomial, which is having 2 terms. Then when we skip some more, we deal with trinomial. This one, an expression having 3 terms. So on, so on. And when we go with an expression more than 3 terms, we can say it simple, a polynomial. Okay, just point out as a polynomial. And when we go about classification in exercise 7.1, write the coefficient of x squared 7.1, question number 2. Hope you understand this. Monomial having 1 terms, binomial having 2 terms, trinomial having 3 terms. Okay. Then let us go a little bit with exercise 7.1. That means exercise 7.1. Okay. Solution number 2 sub 1. 2 sub 1 stands, we can make a margin here, no problem. So write the coefficient of x squared and x cubed in each of the following. In question 1, 2 minus x squared plus x cubed. 2 minus x squared plus x cubed. Then here we can go here. The quotient we can check from the textbook. The coefficient of x squared is, we can see x squared term is in the middle. So is there any number multiplied to this? We don't have any number, so we take it as 1. So that means along with the negative number is minus 1. Okay, then we can next the coefficient of x cubed is, we don't have a number, we put is 1. Okay, so that is it. We go with number 2 and number 3. Then here question number 3. 3x plus 5x squared plus 6x. We can take any number. 3x plus 5x squared plus 6x. Okay, we can put cube here as given in the textbook. So solution and x square coefficient what we get? X square coefficient is 5 and x cube coefficient is 6. Here the coefficient of x square is 5. The coefficient of x cube is 6. So when we go with the degree classifications, the following linear quadratic I've already given an example here, so you can check from the example. And when we go to exercise 7.2, when we go with exercise 7.2, there are several questions asking about the value, asking about the zero, values on turangai, zeros on turangai ang te. Kaka 7.2, question number 1. And zero an expression kaka no ne ito Just sub number 1. Hey, 7.2 kan lut yang. An 7.2 kan 1 sub 1 1 sub 2 kan lo ti chin te 1 sub 1 ti taila here. Question number 1, 5x minus 4x square, 5x minus 4x square plus 7. Okay? And sub number 1 as 1, x equals 0. Okay? Tikhan. And value kan ang doon taila. Substitute angin kan replace ang x aya 0 in kan lut doon nga. 0 in kan lut shin nga takhanen. Hey kan in pwa thai ta ne. Tikhanen itige px equal 5x minus p object to polynomial polynomial in one variable x variable so kan ya so polynomial of variable x kan tiang px means polynomial of only one variable. That variable is called as x. 4x squared plus 7 le ani suan xi ange kan mangdon kan yan tiang xi 0 kan ni menga eta en zone la penon manga therefore in trying polynomial of 0 kan tiang hey kan in zone fek nga everything should be in a straight line kan tiang this one 5 le x in kar multiply sign in mangdon taila 0 in kan dang minus 4 0 kan whole thing thawang square in the bonan at so on kan mang phutanga than ole 5 0 kha 0 ninga minus is minus 0 si ngai lo kan te nga 4 0 achon 0 ni nga plus 7 kanita ani zon hi minus 0 hi chu kan mangai lo tina le chon hi dule in re chinanga tikhan 0 le 7 chin kan plus 10 ta ne we can plus only 0 and 7. So the answer is 7. Okay, we got the answer. Fine. And when we go, we'll skip. Same, we go with number 2. Same with number 2. Same with number 4 also will go. We'll just skip one number 2. So, or else I can take one more number 2. Okay, so we go number 4. Here. I can rub away this one, okay, because question number 1 and question number 2 is same. So once we know the question number 1, we can skip to number 2 or so as well. Let me take one question number 2. One question number 2, let's say 2 sub 4. Okay, 2 sub 4, what we get in 2 sub 4? Px equal x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, polynomial of variable x equal x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay? So, when we start with solutions, it's given in different questions. P0, P1, P2. Then we just start with P0. Then keep going, 0 minus 1. In between, sign kan lu da nga tikhan x aya 0 zel kan da nga tikhan may. So 1 equal 0 la 1 in minus 1 arbok ron swa nga multiply 1. Ole minus 1 le 1 kan multiply ta ila zat 1 into 1 minus 1. So at that P1 equal x aya 1 kan pang do nga 1 minus 1 in bracket multiply 1 plus 1. Ole equal 1 in minus nga 0 multiply 2. 0 le 2 in multiply nga 0 kan thei ta ni. So chut chiang po ka khan sub number 3 ti kan lu ta nga sub number mo ti kan lut china nga he ano le china nga intena na so number hanen 0 1 2 the point kal don ta la ti kan lut chin tang to ta hi kan le to ngo ti kan I'll drop this one. Okay, then let's go with 2. To do number kan mang thei a system kan mang ni so na pui mo tiang ma x aya 2 kan ni to ta ne he la ta so ne clear nga he ni don ta ne. Oh son he po angai ring ti khanen 2 minus 1 minus 1 multiply 2 plus 1. 2 le 1 minus 1 me nga multiply 2 le 1 plus 3 ni me nga so 1 le 3 kan multiply le nga answer 3 finish. Ale tik hand 7.2 exercise tik hanin e 1 le 2 kan zo nga find the zero error. So hi 7.2 last question pakhat kan lo thlang do nga last question a hanin 4 sub 1 emo tik han kan lut chin nga 4 sub 1 tiang ole 7.2 question number 4 sub 1 han find the zero of the polynomial. Here question hanen find the zero no tikan and question x plus 7 itane or ikan plug nga px kan tiang tro px equal x plus 7 solutions kan siya tiang then heta ilun tran nga since 0 in mo fangin eng polynomial po kanin a factor theorem angte han lu do nga he p x is equal to 0. So on 0 ni kan eng kluk ta ni so heta therefore dia x plus 7 po kha 0 ni don thau ta ni so x kan mo taila x equal kha he equal kha in pang do nga 0 aya so mi in son pay tu rangai tiang son pay taila plus aya nga kha minus 7 tiang we can get minus 7 as the answer and therefore therefore kan tilang minus 7 is the zero of polynomial x. Finish. Hope so you got an idea. That's one in 7.2. So next class we shall continue with 7.3.